We see them every day. There they are, white, calm, floating as if they meant no harm. But what almost no one ever asks is, do we really know where they come from? Are we sure all those clouds come from the sky? Or are some of them made? Today, from the wildly unnecessary facilities of the Unbuildable Lab, I'll show you how clouds are manufactured, not with magic, not with tricks, with science, engineering, and a dash of irresponsible creativity. The first thing you need to create a cloud isn't faith, it's water. But not just any water. We use purified water at the most ridiculous level possible, free of impurities, minerals, microbes, and even personality. Then comes a secret ingredient they never teach in science class: microscopic suspension particles. Tiny, invisible, floating like the invisible bones of a cloud. But that's not enough. The cloud needs to dance. It needs heat and cold at the same time. That's why we use a pressure chamber capable of mimicking the atmosphere at 3,000 meters high. Inside, the air behaves as if it's floating above the Andes, minus the llamas and tourists. And there, in that millimeter-perfect environment, the vapor begins its magic. It condenses. It clumps together. Now that you got the ingredients, it's time for the hardest part, getting them to work together without blowing up the building. For that, we use what we here at the Unbuildable Lab lovingly call the Cloud Former 9000, official name, one-of-a-kind prototype. And yes, it did explode once, but only once. This machine is in charge of combining that ultra-purified water, those floating particles, and that perfectly engineered air, and mixing them into a symphony of temperature, pressure, and rotation that even Beethoven wouldn't dare to conduct. Its core spins at 3,400 revolutions per minute, generating a contained microstorm. At that speed, the vapor distributes evenly and starts to weave itself into layers. And do you know what happens next? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You just have to wait. Because unlike any human-made product, clouds refuse to be rushed. They take between 15 and 30 minutes to find a stable shape. Some are shy, others are dramatic, some look like cotton, others like the haunted soul of a bubbly giant. And just when you think nothing's going to happen, there it is, floating in the middle of the chamber as if it shouldn't be there. A cloud, made by humans, in a lab, on a Tuesday. It doesn't glow, it doesn't sing, it doesn't shoot lightning yet, but it floats, it breathes, it changes shape slowly, as if it had thoughts of its own. And all that with just a few grams of water and a handful of very confused air. Is it useful? No. Is it dangerous? Only if you're allergic to wonder. But it proves one thing. Human imagination is more stubborn than nature itself. So next time you look up at the sky, look closely. That cloud, casting a shadow, over you might not have come from above. It might have been born down here. Welcome to the Unbuildable Lab, where the impossible is just the fun part. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until the next absurd creation.